This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have the Rams first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And the Rams at 11-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's Duggan to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Touchdown, LA! T. Higgins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Painter. There's Chris Olave. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll have it past midfield, almost gets to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing, Hayner. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hayner sets up play action. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Hayner going bootleg here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Well, now they'll try the end around. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Duggan now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw is Duggan. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Duggan will look to throw this. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10. A give running right is Akers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Duggan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Hayner. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hayner sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hayner here to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Duggan. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Duggan looking to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 2nd down. Dugan. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion goes Knox. Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third down and 13. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down, here's Hayner. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Hayner. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 5. Here's Duggan to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Dugan. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Hayner. Thomas has got it, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space,
but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Dugan. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Marr is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Painter will throw on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Hayner on 1st and 10. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run play action with Haener. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Going right back to Akers. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Doug going to look to throw this. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Haener looking to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Haener looking to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can...
Oh, no, lost the football. Another Rams, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, the offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, here's Hayner. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hayner to try it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, L.A. Dawson Knox, 49 yards. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys.
And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill puts it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the field. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dawson Knox with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And This is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here's another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Duggan now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mack Wilson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hayner sets to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. And they take a knee.